My name is Roger Johnson. I like taking pictures and I love to travel. Whether it's working as a professional tour guide, a flight attendant, or on my own for fun. Across America or around the world. This is my show. Hello and welcome to America. I am Roger Johnson. This is Welcome to America's Adventure Update. I'm excited today. I've got Lori and Dave Nelson. Now, Lori, I knew you from
Winona State.
Winona State. We went to college together way back a million years ago, and actually worked in the video and film production program, mass communications broadcast. And you actually finished your degree, didn't you?
I did actually finish.
You did.
Yes.
I didn't quite finish.
And now
But yet I'm doing this, doing my own TV show, and you're working as a flight attendant. And now you met your husband Dave at work. What do you do?
I'm an aircraft maintenance technician.
I only get to see you when my airplane is broken, which is not too often. Anyway.
Hopefully I did a good job.
You two lovebirds met at work at Masaba Airlines way back when, and you ended up going to Disney World several times.
We did, yes.
And you popped the question at Disney World, or did
did.
you pop the question? Tell me the story.
I did. Right in front of the castle, and there was a bench that was there kind of nestled between the trees with a beautiful view of the castle behind in the backdrop, and I thought that's where I'm going to ask her to marry me.
And she said yes.
She did say yes.
And it resulted in 3 boys?
Yes,
three.
That's right, 3 boys, 3 lovely boys.
Now your youngest son, this was like a year and a half ago, I think I remember. I had just come back from Amsterdam and I ran into you at the airport. Brady Nelson, your youngest son, was 4 at the time, 5 at the time?
He was diagnosed on his 4th birthday.
On his 4th birthday, diagnosed with?
Medulloblastoma, which is a brain cancer.
But it was kind of a miracle that you discovered it, right?
Yes. There's a weird chain of events that happened. It would be Monday morning at 1 o'clock in the morning. My son, Brady, would come into our bedroom and just complain that his tummy wasn't feeling well. And he would get sick one time, and then he'd feel better, and he'd go right back to sleep again. Another week later, it's like he could set a clock to it. 1 o'clock in the morning again, the following Monday morning. He came in the bedroom, same scenario happened. He felt better and then went back to his room. I remember my wife mentioned to me that that evening, she goes, you know what, this is a weird circumstance, how they're a week apart. And if this happens again next week, she says, I'm gonna freak out. And sure enough, that's what happened the following week.
And it was basically the tumor was pressing on the brain stem?
It was actually, it's the, technically they call it that, it was in the posterior fossa area of the head, which is in the back of the head.
The 4th ventricle.
And the 4th ventricle.
Okay.
Where the fluid flows in your brain. And it was actually blocking off the fluid flow. Because the fluid, spinal fluid and your brain fluid, it's all the same fluid.
Okay.
It just shares one river path that circulates through your body from the spine up through your head. And it basically blocked and cinched off that fluid flow. And pressure built up. It took about a week for the fluid to finally build up to the point that he started to feel nauseated, and when he would have those symptoms. And then after, he would get sick, it seemed to relieve the pressure, and then the cycle started all over again for another week, and then built up pressure slowly
it's
at
like
a time.
Old Faithful.
That's exactly
it
right.
Builds up enough pressure, and then at that point, and because of that, you went into the doctor and looked more deeply than you would have otherwise. Now, I was going to do another adventure update that I've been working on, and it's still kind of in the works. I visited Neil Armstrong's the site of his very first airplane flight. And so I wanted to recreate that. They have a Ford Trimotor at the Air Museum in Oshkosh, and they were flying around. So I was going to, who do I know that has a 4 or 5-year-old? And so I contacted you guys and said, hey, can we get Brady up and he can be my young Neil Armstrong? And unfortunately, the day that we were going to do it, his white blood cell count was too low. And so I was like, okay, maybe we shouldn't do it. And he would have made the perfect Neil Armstrong. Neil Armstrong just went to the moon. Brady, I'm happy to say, he took on cancer and he beat it. So he's clear. Right. He's in the clear now.
Yes.
And you go through for checkups once in a while. But now, did you get in touch with the Make-A-Wish Foundation, or how did you get involved with them, or them get involved with you?
Well, once you're diagnosed, you meet with a social worker at the hospital, and the social worker puts you in touch with various organizations that can help you with all of the medical expenses and so forth involved in a diagnosis like this. And so she set us up with the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and we filled out paperwork, and some volunteers came out and interviewed us, and they actually talk with the children, and it's up to the children what their wish is going to be.
And that was one of the things. He loved firefighting, and he also loves everything to do with Disney. So it was kind of a toss-up of the two. Do you want to be a firefighter, or does he want to go to Disney World and see? And that's what he actually leaned to.
There's a fire station at Disney World on Main Street, USA.
Oh, yes, there is. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. No, I don't think I saw that there, but come to think of it, there is. But yeah, that's he did actually said he wanted to see Mickey Mouse, and then the ball started rolling, and they unveiled it. You know, a few weeks later, they mentioned here's your wish. You know, this is
all right.
So
and you spent 3-4 days. It was not a one-day visit kind of thing.
But we had a week-long trip.
You had a week-long trip.
So all of the families that go down through the Make-A-Wish program stay at a place called Give Kids the World. And it's a special place for families to go where they can relax and be around other families that have had similar diagnoses and just get pampered and get all the special treatment. And it's just an amazing, amazing place.
So it's a unique experience beyond just going to Disney.
It is.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, Give Kids a World was actually founded back in 1986 by a very gracious gentleman by the name of Henry Landworth. So what he did is he actually opened up his hotel for kids to come down and stay. While the hotel was pretty small and didn't have that many rooms as it was, so he thought, well, how can we make this better? And how can we organize this to allow more children to just experience, you know, a time a week away from all the doctor's visits and medicine, where they can just go and have fun and be a normal kid again along with their families.
It's on the Disney property, or
it's actually in Kissimmee, which is it's close to the Disney World complex.
It's all set up so you have villas that you stay in. They have swimming pools and water slides, and they have a different theme every night. There's a pirate and princess evening. There's Christmas every week. There's Christmas at the village where they have a parade and kids see Santa. The characters from the different parks are brought into the village so that they don't have to wait to see the characters.
So now when visiting the parks, because you do that too, that's a big part of it. Now you get like the Fast Pass line, or you get to scoot ahead.
You get the Magic Genie.
You get the Magic Genie?
You get the Magic Genie, which does everything. So you wear the Magic Genie around your neck. It's on a lanyard that one of us carried. And if you show the Magic Genie, they pretty much open up the doors to anything.
Absolutely. You're the VIP.
I know Rodney and I went to Disneyland a few years back on our birthday. And they give you, because it was get into a park free on your birthday. So they give you a button that says, hey, it's my birthday. And everywhere you look, there's other people that have the birthday buttons or anniversary button. And it's kind of that's what I'm thinking.
Terrific.
Everybody knows it's your birthday. Hey, happy birthday. And, you know, and so I suppose it's kind of the same thing.
Absolutely.
You get that extra little bit of special treatment.
Absolutely. They would see our lanyard. We'd have the big blue genie from Aladdin. There's the picture. And then when they would notice that, the staff at Disney, right away they just run to you and say, okay, why don't you come with us? And they brought us to the front line of everything. As far as character meet and greets, rides, there was no wait. They would, even the Fast Pass lane, they'd bring it right up to the front most of the time. So it was amazing.
Super fast pass.
There were secret passageways I never knew even existed that the employees would actually take behind closed doors.
Every time you go back, it's going,
absolutely.
It ruined your Disney experiences for the rest of your life.
Like Test Track, we went on Test Track, and then Brady wanted to go again, and so they took us up a back stairway and put us right at the front of Test Track. But I would say the best was probably at Hollywood Studios, where we did the meet and greet with Darth Vader. And they do that for kids every morning, but then he got to also do a private meet and greet where we were brought back into the Star Tours building, and he got to see the Stormtroopers and Darth Vader kind of one-on-one, and he even got a signature from Darth Vader in his autograph book.
And Darth Vader does not give autographs.
No?
Yes.
Nope. So this was a special occasion.
So very special indeed. So I'm so very special having you both come in here today. On your days off. I know you guys are very busy with life and kids and work and everything else. Very happy to have you guys here. I don't have one here in front of me. I'm going to give, for each of you guys and for the kids, it was your birthday not long ago. You wanted a passport. I told you you had to come in here and do this, so I'm going to give you guys a bunch of passports.
Okay, great.
You can take with on future travels. And so the Make-A-Wish Foundation, we'll find their website. We'll put it on the screen here.
Great.
And you can find the Disney website on your own. That's easy. My own website, welcometoamerica.us. And so, again, thanks very much.
Thank you, Roger.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
So, all right. I'm Roger Johnson, the world's first self-proclaimed welcome sign photography expert. I've got a photo of myself next to a welcome sign in all 50 U.S. states and the District of Columbia. And if you don't believe me, I've got a certificate to prove it, which I do need to sign. But that's not the point. The point is, if you've got obsessive compulsive travel disorder like I do, also known as OCTD or the travel bug, you know how much fun it is to keep track of your travel. I've been to all 50 states at least 4 times or more, and I do know how much fun it is to keep meticulous records. I've taken welcome sign photos, I've built complicated websites, produced expensive, time-consuming, award-winning travel documentaries. I put stickers on my van. I've drawn on maps and on myself. It's too much. But now I've found a better way. The Roger Johnson's Welcome to America passport. It's got the look and feel of a real passport. You can customize your passport with your name, personal information, photo, and signature on the information page. Pre-printed stamps for each state contain the date of statehood, as well as mottos, nicknames, landmarks, and symbols unique to each state. See? You can track your travels by coloring in the map in the back, as well as checking off each state and taking notes in the state checklist. So whether you're traveling by land, sea, or air, if it's your first state, your last, or somewhere in between, you too can track your travels with your very own Welcome to America passport. The Welcome to America passport is not an official document issued by any government agency. It is not required for travel anywhere in the United States, world, or known universe. It is strictly for fun as you track your own travels to all 50 United States and the District of Columbia. Buy yours today at welcometoamerica.us/passport. So if I figure I sell 2 million of these and I make $1 off of each one, I'll be a millionaire.